Have you ever poured your heart and soul into a YouTube ad just to have it get shot down for some vague security reason? Well, you are definitely not alone. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the SSL rules that can literally make or break your campaign. Let's get you sorted. So, does this look familiar? You've built the perfect ad, you're all set to launch, and then bam, you get hit with a mixed content error. It's so frustrating, right? And confusing. And it stops your campaign dead in its tracks. In this explainer, we are going to crack this nut once and for all. Okay, so to really understand why these ads fail, we've got to start with the bedrock concept that holds all of this together, and that is SSL. So what is it? At its core, SSL, that stands for Secure Sockets Layer. It's really just a tech that creates a secure, kind of private tunnel, think of it like that, between your browser and a website server. It's like a digital sealed envelope that protects all the data going back and forth, so nobody can snoop on it. I'm sure you've seen these a million times, right? You've got HTTP, which is kind of the old, insecure way of doing things. But that little S in HTTPS, that changes everything. It stands for secure, and that's what makes that encrypted connection happen. And listen, for YouTube, this isn't just a nice to have. It's a non-negotiable, strict requirement. They have to protect every single user on their platform. Okay, to make this super simple, let's use an analogy. Just think of a web page as a room. You've got unlocked rooms and you've got locked rooms. And the rules for what you can do inside totally change depending on which room you're in. So first up, let's talk about the unlocked room. This is your standard, non-secure HTTP page. On a page like this, well, the rules are, there are basically no rules. You can load insecure HTTP stuff, you can load secure HTTPS stuff. It doesn't matter one bit. Anything goes. But what about the locked room, the secure HTTPS page? Now, this is where so many people get tripped up. Here's the key takeaway. If the room itself is locked and secure, then everything, and I mean everything you bring into it, has to also be locked and secure. If you try to sneak in an insecure HTTP ad creative onto a secure page, guess what? The browser's going to block it. It's all about protecting the user. All right, so we get the rules for the page. Unlocked room, locked room. Makes sense. But things get even stricter when we zoom in on the ad itself. And honestly, this is where most of the errors pop up. This right here, this is the golden rule. This is the single most important thing you need to remember. I'm serious, write it down, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do. If your ad starts with HTTPS, all requests must also be HTTPS. There's no wiggle room, it is absolutely non-negotiable. Yeah, think of it like a chain reaction. The first link, the ad tag, has to be secure. And because it is, that means the next link, the video file, also has to be secure. And then the next link, the tracking pixels, you guessed it, secure. And so on and so on. If you have just one insecure link in that chain, the whole thing just falls apart. Oh, and a quick word about vast ad tracking. You know, YouTube tries to be helpful here. If you give it an insecure HTTP tracker, it'll sometimes try to automatically switch it to HTTPS for you. But, and this is a big but, you can't rely on that. If your tracking vendor doesn't support a secure connection, it's just going to fail. So what's the best practice? Just give them a secure HTTPS tracker from the very beginning. Don't leave it to chance. Okay, so just when you think you've got it all down, there is one and only one exception to this golden rule. Let's make sure this is absolutely crystal clear so there's no confusion. So how many exceptions are we talking about? Just one. That's it. And it's pretty easy to remember because, well, there's only one. The big exception to the golden rule is the click URL. You know, the landing page, that final destination where the user goes after they click. That's the only part of the whole setup that doesn't have to be secure. So what does that look like? Well, your ad creative can be totally secure, living at an HTTPS address, but the click URL can point to an old insecure HTTP page. Now, while YouTube allows this, I've got to say, I really don't recommend it. Sending people to an insecure page, it just kills trust, and honestly, it's just bad practice in today's world. All right, let's wrap this up. We're going to bring it all home with a super simple checklist so you can walk away from this feeling totally confident. So first, let's just recap the page-level rules. Remember the rooms? On a non-secure HTTP page, the unlocked room, anything goes. HTTP, HTTPS, doesn't matter. But on a secure HTTPS page, the locked room, you can only have secure HTTPS ads. Nice and simple. And here it is one more time because it is the most important takeaway from all of this. The golden rule. If any part of your ad is HTTPS, then every part of your ad has to be HTTPS, with that one single exception, the click URL.
So I'll leave you with this question. Go and check your ads right now. Check your ad tags, your creatives, your trackers, all of it. Because honestly, after watching this, that frustrating mixed content error, it should be a thing of the past. So go on. Are you sure your ad is fully secure?